Are Indian ads sexist? And no, I'm not talking about the usual suspects which show a man being swarmed by women all because he's emitting some kind of erotic fragrance. I'm talking about those that we're so used to viewing day in and day out that it quietly slips under the radar. Ads that reinforce gender stereotypes, be it subtly saying women are or should be submissive or are indeed the weaker sex. Nikhil Sivadas brings to light how these so-called cute ads are actually more sexist and more derogatory than the overtly sexual ones. Take a look.
I am woman. Hear me roar. It's a time when women in India are stepping out and stepping up for their rights. They're refusing to back down, they're refusing to be considered the weaker sex, and they're definitely not willing to be patronized. So why then are Indian ads doing the exact opposite?
Mrs. Kumar, ticket please. I need one stone smoke.
Exhibit A. Explicit, yes. Demeaning, yes. Insensitive to women, yes. To be taken seriously, no.
New extra strong X. It's powerful.
Ads like these are a dime a dozen on Indian TV. And while they do objectify women, nobody believes that spraying on a deo will attract women from the four corners of the earth.
New X excite. Even angels will fall.
सुनो, काम के बीच में आराम भी कर लेना चाहिए।
बेटी की शादी है, मैं नहीं करूँगी तो और कौन करेगा?
Let's move on to Exhibit B. Cute, yes. Normal, yes. Insensitive to women, well, surprisingly, yes again.
Move. Na aap ruke, na khushiyan.
There are subtle messages and some not so subtle messages that go out as far as advertising is concerned. Women generally are looked at as either, the homemaker or someone who is objectified. Yes, it is reinforcing stereotypes that, the woman's job is to run the home, to run a household, to raise a family.
And they know exactly what they're doing. It's not like they don't know. They know what they're doing. When you see a commercial which has a woman running around the house and essentially she is an unpaid maid and then her back is hurt and then the father-in-law gives a move, so she puts move and then runs around the house cleaning up again. So what are you saying?
It's a question that advertisers need to ask themselves. While old villains such as Axe and Wildstone have always raised controversy with their over-the-top offerings, it's the cute ads that are being more dangerous by slotting women in predefined roles that portray them as being dependent, weak and submissive. Let's take a look at one commercial from Mother Dairy, which has drawn a lot of criticism from women's rights groups. On the face of it, the ad shows a mother's love for her child. But then look closer, and here's what the ad is really saying.
तुमको 1000 बार कहा है कि मेरी चीजों से दूर रहा करो, तुम सुनते क्यों नहीं हो? स्कूल टाइम से संभाल के रखी थी उस ट्रॉफी को मैंने.
It's saying that men can shout at women. But that's not all. There's more.
मैं कभी तुम्हारी चीजों को हाथ लगाता हूँ? हाथ लगाता हूँ मैं? तो मेरी ट्रॉफी को हाथ लगाने की जरूरत क्या थी?
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's saying that women are submissive and cannot shout back. And last but not the least,
माँ हमारे लिए कितना कुछ करती है ना, तो चलो रोज एक गिलास दूध पिएं और हेल्दी रहें, ताकि बड़े होकर हम भी उनका ख्याल रख सकें.
the biggest sin of all, it's saying that women need to be protected. Add to that the fact that most people would consider this to be a cute ad, and what you have is a commercial that says it's okay for people to behave this way.
Sorry, Mama.
That the face of it, what you see is exactly the Mother Dairy one. At the face of it, what it is trying to say is it's actually glorifying a mother, correct? And then at the face of it, people will say that, okay, motherhood and a mother sacrifices so many things. The moral of the story is perfect. But what people decode is, it's okay, if you have the power, you have it your way.
I can definitely talk about the Mother Dairy ad because I wrote it, okay? And if two adults in a relationship have an argument, and if one decides to stay silent, does not mean that the other person is a little lower. It's an argument, and you capture the middle of an argument. I mean, like, all of us, even in cities with progressive minds, have arguments with our spouses, and that's fine. So to capture it and say and read too much meaning into it, that no, you are showing this, you are showing that, I think that's really pushing it a bit much.
Indian TV is bombarded with cute ads that target every aspect of Indian society.
दोपहर तक आ जाऊंगी, okay? Bye.
Bye.
The Kellogg's Special K ad, for example, has no problems with the idea that the husband seems to pay attention to his wife only after she has slimmed down using the product. In a situation like this, advertisers can do their bit with some intelligent scripts that portray men and women on an equal footing. For instance, the Mother Dairy ad could have had the mother standing her ground and letting the father have a taste of his own medicine. Ads like Move could choose to show the man participating in the housework, instead of just applying balms that enable the woman to get back to work. Ads for healthy drinks like Boost and Bonvita could choose to show a girl enjoying the tasty drink instead of a boy. So why aren't we seeing more ads like these?
I think what happens is when you're writing a script, and in that 30 seconds you have to show a mother, a doting mother, right? Your mind then starts to work with telegraphic, making everything telegraphic. So to show a doting mother, she should be in a nice sari and smiling while holding a tray, right? And serving everybody and taking everybody's blame on herself and working really hard for the family. Those are images that you are sending because you want to fit in everything in that 30 second spot.
A valid reason or just an excuse for laziness? You be the judge. But at a time when Indian society is trying to do its best to empower its women, advertisers should not be let off scot-free. It is time they step up to do their bit or risk continuing to be part of the male-dominated cycle that oppress women in India.